All right, this is a story from the writing prompt subreddit. You can see the title. Apologize for how atrocious it looks. This is the best I could set up. So here we go. Writing prompt: The young heir to the throne gets kidnapped, gagged, blindfolded, and tied to a chair in a basement. They're not even nervous. On the contrary, they're curious and intrigued by the situation. When Aiden gained consciousness after the blow on his head, he thought that the blow had been a nightmare, and he would wake up in room, tangled in silk sheets. But the tightrope that chafed against his wrist told a different tale. He tried to open his eyes, but he was severely blindfolded. There was a wad of cloth pushed into his mouth, its surface feeling slimy against his tongue, draining all the moisture from his mouth. He tried to swallow, but there was no moisture. He could feel the prickles of thirst on his tongue and in his throat. Interesting. He tried to broaden his senses. He couldn't see or touch, but he could listen and smell, and maybe, just maybe, he would know. But the room smelled like fennel. Was he in a hospital? Or maybe a supply closet? He tried to listen to any sound, but utter silence greeted him. He sighed. Well, wasn't that fantastic? All the senses, and none of them were of use right now. Aiden guessed his kidnappers wanted to frighten him into making some sort of audio or video to send to his family. Well, since he wasn't the only one to get scared easily, he he decided that there was only one option left. He went to sleep. A painful jerk to his hair made his gasp, making him suck the moistened cloth. Ugh, disgusting. Wake up, princess, the man said. He tried to make himself sound more gruff than he possibly was. Aiden almost snickered. He was raised by more frightening people than him. A simple tug wasn't going to unnerve him. I am going to open the gag. You can scream. No one will hear you. The second voice was quieter, colder, and Aiden automatically turned towards it. The cloth was removed, and Aiden felt thankful that he won't be able to touch that slimy thing again. He ran his tongue over the corner of his lips, which burned. It was a new sensation, and Aiden found himself running his tongue over and over again to the sore spots. The slight burn making him shiver. Interesting. The bottle was thrust, making his head jerk back. Idiots. They could have just told him. But apparently, being big bad kidnappers meant that you get free reign to be a butthead. Nevertheless, the cool water felt divine against his parched tongue and throat. He drank greedily. Enough. The man with the cold voice, let's call him Snow, said harshly. Do you know why you're here? The man with the faux gruff voice, let's call him Husk, said. If they removed the blindfold, then they would have seen his eye roll. His first kidnapping, and he was kidnapped by morons. Struck me by fear, have you, boy? Husk chuckled. Aiden didn't give any response. The more he stayed silent, the more unpredictable they'll get. And the unpredictably is where the fun lies. Oh, he is not afraid, but too much like his father to be afraid. Snow sneered. Well, that was true. He was like his father. Shame, really. I know pansy boys like you, Husk said sweetly. His finger trailed down his cheek. Gross. Also, he really didn't. He couldn't even dream of boys like him. Don't, Snow warned. We have strict orders. Now that gained his interest. Orders? These were mere pawns. Who were their king and queen? But the last time? Last time, we didn't have a royal brat. Previous boys were nobody. Nobody misses someone who doesn't exist. Snow snapped. They were wrong. He rubs his thumb with the other one. They were absolutely wrong. Nobody was nobody. A sharp pain of his thumb being dislocated. What was that sound? Snow asked sharply. He was already moving towards where he knew they stood, punching them before they could react. He jerked his blindfold down, and he looked at the pathetic faces of his uncles. His name. Aiden looked at the boy on the street. His smile so bright on his dirty face. He wanted to talk to him, to play with him, but he knew his security would stop him. Next time he saw the boy, he was going to school. He told his driver to stop the car and ran to him. Hi, I'm Aiden. The boy smiled at him. Glenn. The memories were too bright, too painful. A single newspaper article of a boy, 18, with no name, found dead. He had been missing for 2 years when they found his body. He was shot trying to escape. It was Glenn. He grabbed the chair and smacked Hunter Jones III, with it, so hard that he passed out. He looked at Snow, Snaffle Jones, kicking him in the face once, twice, then one more time. Aiden took his gun and pointed at his knees and shot. His scream filled the room. It was music. Now we talk, Uncle. Breaking news. The royal family has been found guilty of human trafficking. 5 among the 10 royals are dead, and the other 5 are in critical condition after an altercation inside their residence. The heir of the Jones family, Aiden Jones, is presumed dead after he was kidnapped earlier this month. Aiden smiled, looking at the news. I told you I'd make them pay, Glenn. He just now had to make sure to root out the rest. His family wasn't working alone. There was work to do. It was just a short video. I hope you may have enjoyed it. Maybe you didn't. I don't know. I won't know until I see the stats on YouTube. As always, or will be, as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And I will see you either in the next VOD, my next stream, or even maybe the next video. Sleep well, have fun, drink water, eat food, and please take care of yourself. Bye bye.